I don't want to speak out of place, but I think within 5 years this place is going to be somewhere that you want to be traveling to, because this place is awesome. We've been in Tirana for about a week right now, and we just had some work to catch up on, some editing to catch up on, and we're ready to get out right now, so let's get exploring.
Walking through an area called 21 Jatori in kind of the western part of Tirana, and it's known for hostels and bars and pubs and kind of like a backpackers area. So we are going to stop here and grab ourselves a cup of coffee before we head through the Skanderbeg Square to a bazaar, and then we're going to be on the lookout for some gypsy markets.
While we're on the subject of coffee, Albania, and especially Tirana, is actually the city with the most cafes per capita in the whole world. There's like one cafe for every 152 people in the country. I mean, that's pretty crazy. They surpassed Spain in 2016, and everything is just going on. Even through COVID, there's even just more coffee shops opening up, more restaurants popping up, which is pretty cool because you can see things are really happening. And I don't want to speak out of place, but I think within 5 years this place is going to be somewhere that you want to be traveling to, because this place is awesome.
We're making our way through the famous Skanderbeg Square, and it's named after Skanderbeg because he is a national hero, and he was, I believe, the only one to have held off the Ottoman Empire. He was born in Albania, but then somehow ended up in the Ottoman Empire, and they, I guess, taught him all of their ways and all of their fighting tactics. And then after he, I guess, became really good at what he was doing over there, he came back to Albania. He fought against the Ottoman Empire, and obviously what made him so good is because he knew all of their tactics. So when they were trying to come in and invade Albania, he was able to fight them off because he knew exactly what they were going to do.
What makes the square so unique is every stone that's placed in the square is from a different city in Tirana. And if you walk down to like a little port inside of the square, there's actually a board where each tile is marked from the city where it's from, so you can go see there where the tile is from, and then you can walk around and basically know where each of these tiles come from. Albania has like 300 days of sunshine per year, and you can feel it because it's really freaking hot today. And so when they built the square, they quickly realized that it's going to be scorching walking around on this thing all the time with the sun just baking it. So they came up with a pretty clever idea. Is they built in all of these holes throughout the square, which basically floods the whole square and keeps it cool.
So another thing here in the Skanderbeg Square is the mosque that you'll find right here. And we're not allowed to go in because it's under renovation right now. But what makes it, a couple things that make it really unique and special, is the artwork and the paintings. And I'm not sure exactly what the rules are as far as what you're allowed to paint and what colors you're allowed to use in a mosque. But on this one, it has paintings of the city on the mosque. And even when religion was banned here in Albania, the Communist Party recognized that this was a very unique and special mosque, so they actually left it when they destroyed many other mosques and churches in the area. So right now we're entering the new market. Oh wow, look at all the vegetables and whatnot. It's called the new market because I think the old market was destroyed because during the communist time, they just viewed it as old and outdated and just wanted to get rid of it. So now they have the new market. And I read that there's really good food here if you want to get something to eat, and obviously fresh produce and whatnot. So we're gonna walk through here. Just walked through the market. We saw a few places to eat, but not really in the mood for anything. Tried a couple pieces of fruit. I tell you what, the cherries here are out of this world. No, thank you. Thank you.
Just try it.
I'm gonna try it.
Good.
But from here, we're just gonna head back through the square and then see if we can find a gypsy market. I'm very curious to see what these are about. I hear they're all secondhand stuff and items and just knickknacks and things. So we're gonna go check that out. Something we haven't mentioned yet is that Tirana is the capital of Albania. And I've looked online and it says the population's only like 400,000 or 500,000, but I believe it's closer to 1 million. And the population of Albania is 3 million. So 1/3 of the population lives right here in Tirana. And it's also worth noting that more Albanians live outside of the country than actually in the country. Pretty cool fact.
Well, if you look on Google Maps, you won't find anything about a gypsy market or anything like that. So we had to search for it. So we found this little street down here that has like clothes and mostly like secondhand stuff. So hopefully we're lucky and maybe we found it. So let's go see.
There was a lot of clothes and knickknacks in there, and to be honest, it wasn't as junky as I thought it was gonna be. I'm not sure if that was the gypsy market though, but it was really cool and they had nice shaded areas to walk through. I might go back and get a bathing suit. I saw a couple in there that were $25 for a bathing suit, which isn't a bad deal. But we're getting pretty hungry right now, so we're gonna try and find something to eat and cool down a little bit.
Since it's basically our first day in Albania and also in Tirana, we just think it's fitting to get some traditional food. So we spoke to about 4 or 5 people and all of them recommended this place. So let's go check it out and hopefully it lives up to the hype.
What'd you get?
Got a craft beer. It's called Puka. It's Albanian craft beer. Let's try it. It doesn't have an aftertaste. You'll taste it. I mean, if you taste it, it's really good. I mean, you get a beer taste, but usually when you drink a beer and you get that beer aftertaste, you get no aftertaste.
Oh my gosh, these are like the meatiest beans. Look at that. Look how big these beans are. I ordered these, so Michael, you don't get any of them. And then she said she brought us just regular white bread and then cornbread, or I guess corn flour bread. Oh, you can see the bits of corn in here.
I got the spinach pie, like a barrique, I don't know, let's see.
I also ordered some lamb and some stuffed peppers with rice, and she told us that the food here takes a long time. It's the slow food.
So we went to Oda, as you guys could see, and I mean, some of the stuff was good, but the other stuff was not worth it for me at all. I really enjoyed the beans, the peppers, and the bread was good too. The barrique or the pie that she gave us it was okay. I was not the biggest fan.
Yeah, no, the beans I could have had. I could live off of those beans. They were so good. And the stuffed peppers were absolutely delicious. But the lamb that we got, it was definitely a letdown. It was like
zero flavor to it.
Yeah, it tastes like it was like almost boiled, but with no seasoning or anything. It was tender, but it was kind of dry. It was interesting. And if that's how they cook it, you know, we don't know. But
that's just not our choice.
It's exactly. It's just not our flavor, not our jam. But the vegetables, yeah, totally good.
Was great.
Yeah.
And the rice, I mean, the rice was like, it was a risotto rice, no doubt.
Yeah, and it was, you could tell like that kind of stuff is slow food.
That would be it for this time, guys. Thank you so much for watching.